Test one, test.
Welcome to Riverbend Talent on WBGZ, brought to you by the Halpin Music Company.
Welcome to Riverbend Talent on the Big Z, brought to you by the Halpin Music Company and by the sexy Matt Van Voorhis of Macias Insurance. Also brought to you by Pigpen Radio. And Unknown in Sailing tonight brings it to you live, and we're going to let you know that you missed the Sea Shanty Sing-Along because, this is airing late tonight. And, there's always a chance to see another Sea Shanty Sing-Along, though, because, St. Patrick's Day is coming up. And I've seen somebody's having a Sea Shanty Sing-Along other than Morrison's Irish Pub. So
what in the blazes are you talking about?
There you go. I thought about going down the list of what's going on tonight, but it's probably all over.
By the time this airs, much of it will indeed be done on a Thursday evening. Most of the stuff on Thursday kind of stops around the 9-10 p.m. area. We don't know when we're going to be out of here. We don't know. So
I don't know why your level's way lower than mine.
I have no idea.
You know what I would try is pull that mic out and plug it back in. And while they're doing that, I'll introduce Unknown in Sailing.
That is insane.
Try your mic, Noah.
Hello.
Hey, yours looks real good.
It's just this one.
Okay, and Isaac Gruen, you want to try a microphone? Don't try Noah's. That one works.
Hi, microphone.
This one I really got to lean in to get.
Yeah, well,
Let's let Austin
lean in there.
Go ahead, Austin.
Hello, this is Austin.
Okay, you look good now.
Everybody's good but me. Hold on.
There you go.
I'm in there.
Are you in there now?
I believe I'm in there.
See, that's
Better
a little,
turn it back down.
Yeah.
little technique.
Yeah.
Just unplug the mic and plug it back in. So for anyone who's ever had problems live, that might be the first thing
Problems
you try.
with basically anything you could start with.
I literally
Unplugging and replugging.
I literally got loaded on a plane that wasn't working right. They unloaded us for about 2 hours, got us back on the plane. It still wasn't right, and they said, excuse me, passengers. They literally said, we're going to turn the plane off and turn it back on and see if that works. I'm like, I don't know if I want to take this flight. Like, they're rebooting it like it's, just a computer or something. It's insane. But Bash is right. I unplugged it, I plugged it back in, and now I'm the loudest one in the room.
Just what we needed.
Just the last thing this world needed.
All right,
hey, welcome,
go ahead and introduce them now properly.
I'll give a proper introduction. To my right, I have the sexy Mr. Austin. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you, man.
It's good to see you, too.
Yeah. Haven't seen you since you guys played down at the conservatory. And let me tell you, that was a fabulous show.
Most of them are, yeah.
I had such a good time. There were 2 or 3 of your original songs that I think I told Isaac I was going to even steal one of them from you.
Yeah, where's the cover at?
I'm not that good. That's more than G and C. I don't know what they're playing. Are you guys using mixed Lydian scales? no, seriously, I had such a good time that evening. You guys were killing it, along with Silver Material. I can't remember who all was there, but it was a really fun night.
Yeah.
Right next to him. Right next to Mr. Austin, my godson, Isaac. Isaac Gruen, what's going on, buddy?
Howdy, cowpokes and cowpoktresses.
We're going to be poking some cows, let me tell you.
Cowpoktresses? I guess I could have just stopped at cowpokes. That's pretty gender inclusive. Yeah.
Cowpoke-eye.
Yeah.
Some words are hard to say plural.
Yeah.
Hepatitis, is that hepatitis? Because I got all 4. I can tell you. And the singular of lice, is that louse? I'm not even sure.
No, I think I think Laos is a country or.
That's Taos, man. Taos is a city. It's hard to believe. I think that's west of L.A. All right, down at the very end, Noah. Good to see you, my brother.
How's it going, man? Howdy to everybody else. I'm just gonna keep it gender neutral instead of boiling everybody's. Each individual person.
Well, I while you keep it gender neutral, I'm over here keeping it gender fluid, I'll be honest.
I'm full of it. I'm
Yeah, I'm going to need a towel.
Soak up all this gender fluid.
Missing in action. Quaid?
Yeah.
That isn't even a real name.
No, it is.
That is not.
It is
Look,
his
it's
real
not
name.
in the Bible.
That's true. That is
Pontius.
Yeah, we better write it off. I think we're going to change his name to
Pontius.
Matthew.
I say Pontius Pilate. That's a good biblical. That's a great biblical name. How come people don't name their
He
kids
does
that
like
one?
wearing long robes and flowing gowns. So.
Yeah,
That's true.
Poncho's pilot.
There are so many Peters and Pauls and Simons out there, and I haven't met a Pontius Pilate yet.
No.
It's just one of those biblical names you don't hear being used. I don't.
We're going to bring it back.
That's what I'm thinking. That's exactly what my agenda here is tonight. Now that I've done that, I can go home. No. Hey, this is awesome, man. Every time we have you guys, and because you gentlemen hail from quite a ways off, you're across the river, down south and west a little bit, maybe. But every time you come to town, we want to talk about it. Or every year for the past, we were on this last year for sure on the Pops, right? Were you on it the year before that?
No, this
So
is
this is the second
time.
year. Second year returning to the Pops Road-to-Pointfest. So last year, let's get the layout. What happened?
We don't have to
Killed
talk
it,
about
actually.
No, seriously, because I'm going to tell you, I heard just recently.
I was there. It was awesome.
Yeah, it's the best. We're the best.
Yeah.
Well, and I just heard recently from some unknown source that one of the local bands just played at the Road to Point Fest a week or two ago and absolutely smashed it out. Absolutely was outshining everyone on the stage and still didn't get that rose at the end of the night. Was still kicked off the island. I don't know how this thing works.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying. What I'm saying is let's talk smack on those bands last year that didn't deserve it.
Oh,
no.
You got about an hour? No.
We got plenty of time.
So this year you guys are coming back and you're no longer newbies to this scene. You know how to you know what to do.
Yeah, we're gonna really pander this time. We're pandering.
Yeah, this time we are.
You have learned well.
Yes.
You're smarter than the average
This time we're
band.
bringing a gimmick.
Yeah. We've got
So
a
we're
gimmick
the
this
same
time.
exact set, nothing new.
No
but a
new
gimmick.
songs.
50% off? Is that the
No, we
gimmick?
do.
Nope.
There are
can't-
new songs.
We can't tell you the gimmick. You just have to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we reveal our gimmick? or
No,
do we-
no,
We're
dude.
gonna show up to see the gimmick.
Pull your
We
pants
need
up,
you on the
Noah.
mic.
That's not a gimmick.
Thank you.
Talking to the mic.
All right, so there you go. I love the answer. We're going to pander.
Yes.
That is fabulous. Gimmick this year. I'm interested. I don't want you to go letting the cat.
I want to reveal it. 'cause,
Well, once you let that genie out of the bottle,
Here, let's
you
have a
can't put
huddle.
it back in.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, we're not revealing the gimmick.
we've got to.
No. Nope.
All right, man. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and take a guess.
Why not?
I'm going to take a guess. I'm going to say the gimmick is that they're all just going to wear one sock, but it won't be like the Red Hot Chili Peppers. It'll all be off an ear.
No, we're all gonna wear collectively one sock together.
Oh
We're all
wow!
gonna be in one sock. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it will be
Two
full of
socks.
gender fluid.
Yeah.
By the end of the night, it'll be completely out. It'll be
Yeah.
soaked.
Do you really want to know what the gimmick's gonna be?
Yes, I
We're
do.
not telling you. No, I'm not.
Come on, I don't have any money to offer.
So,
but I'll make you feel good.
so the gimmick's gonna be is we're going to it's
Not
gonna be
telling.
80s themed. Yeah.
1880s.
Yeah, 1880s.
Now he's lying.
No.
That's awesome.
No, it's gonna be cowboys for real.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
Cowboys.
I don't know. Boy who cried wolf here. He's
Boy who cried cow. Yeah, it's gonna be cowboys.
Yeah, we do want all our cowpokes to show up with cowboy hats on and their finest set of assless chaps.
Oh,
Can you say that word on the radio?
I know.
well,
I
he
think
just
it.
did.
I think it passes.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
because
you
of
can't
the
say chaps
less.
on the radio.
Oh, you can't say chaps
cannot-
now.
You were some mean chaps.
My apologies. I didn't even. That one didn't even
Does it pass?
register. On
I can't
the
believe you
filter.
said chaps on the radio. The FCC is having a fit right now. Anyway, no, that's great. So
I
Mike
said
Tyson
fastest chaps.
We're talking about donkeys, right?
Yes.
Style. Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
So
Our
make sure
chaps
you're-
have no donkeys on them.
Well, the chaps are usually from Europe, and donkeys are from. I
It's
don't know.
crossover.
Bro.
like that.
Yeah.
Once again, you've impressed me. Once
With my
again.
one-word comments.
Yes. You know, that's great. Oh, celery sticks. I forget what we're here to talk about. Oh, yeah, here we go.
March 28th.
That was exactly what I
March
was trying to
28th,
find.
session number 8.
Yes.
The
Closing it
final
out.
session.
I believe it is the final session.
The final session.
We'll be blowing the doors off of the entire building in our cowboy hats.
Awesome.
Which
And
means they'll
nothing
be
but
blowing the
cowboy
doors
hats.
off
Nothing but
of
cowboy hats.
As Earth Shatters, The Rose Court, Misery, and a band that's been on here, Pigpen, the Down Bads,
Oh, yeah.
who are very bad.
And down.
Like,
down.
Down with being bad.
like
bad.
are they like okay?
Like to the bone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think they're gonna come
Boom.
dressed up as cowboys.
That's
No,
true.
no.
And
I,
we
I
are.
actually, I don't want to start anything, but I heard they will be dressed as Native Americans. And I heard the other band is dressing as the Mormon militia. This is going to get hot. This is going to be
Can't
crazy. Like,
Are we gonna have a showdown?
that's what it sounds like. The Old West, man. We're going to have the cavalry. We're going to have the pioneers. We're going to have the Native Americans and the Mormon militia. That's everything it takes to have an Old West showdown.
They call it Road-to-Pointfest, but it is technically a battle between these bands.
Once we win, it'll
Yes.
be more like the Dusty Trail to Point Fest.
Right.
Obviously.
Yeah. Maybe the Oregon Trail to Point Fest.
Yeah.
I keep dying of dysentery on that game. It's like I'm thirsty, so I drink the water. The Oregon Trail. Like, is that the original video game? I don't know.
I think it had many remasters.
Did I mention this is at Pops in Sauget,
Yes.
a French town? I'm pretty sure, right?
Is it?
Yeah.
I hope not, because I ain't showing up if it's
So
French.
bring your cigarettes.
If it's
What
not,
else are the French known
if it's
for?
not French, I
And
think we
your
got to call it.
fries.
If it's not French, I think we got to call it Sauget.
Well,
Bob
you know,
Saget.
St. Louis settled in
Louis.
Sauget,
Oh.
and it wasn't long after that that Chuck Berry invented rock and roll in East St. Louis.
And had people kissing his derriere, which is French for.
So there you go.
So anyway, parlez-vous français? All right, so you guys are playing the 28th. Is Quaid going to show up? That's the big question
He
on
better.
everybody's mind because he didn't show up tonight. And-
Honestly, we've been waiting for Quaid to not show up to a gig. He's been surprisingly reliable.
Yeah. Super reliable.
now, so how long has Quaid been in the band?
Since
Because
day one.
No, I see this can't be because
It's true. They kicked him.
Nah,
they
we
kicked
got
me
him on
and
the second
both,
day.
They kicked me and him both out of the original band.
No,
we
you're all
didn't. We
Shane
started
Gillis
a new
and they
band
brought you
without
back?
them.
Yeah, they did the worst thing possible. Is they started a new band without us, and then came crawling back.
You know, the best revenge is success.
Yeah.
So seriously, I'm just going to talk to Quaid here for a minute and say, dude, if you were there from day one, man, you know, why can't I picture you? You must be very forgettable. No, I'm just come on.
Quaid's our most popular.
Yeah, he's our
But
most
he's-
handsome,
our coolest,
most popular
not
member.
most
here.
recognizable member.
We're all lucky he's not here because he sucks all the cool directly into his cool singularity, and nobody looks at us.
You're the first person to not ask us where's Quaid when we show up somewhere without him.
That's
Yeah.
because he's not here and I'm insulted. No, it's something that we've done here forever. Anytime one band member doesn't show up, we like to poke at him.
Razz him a little bit.
Cow poke at him, maybe.
I'm gonna cow poke. I'm gonna cow poke him like, you know, like I'm in one of those black and white films about, you know, cowboys eating pudding or whatever they do.
I never seen one of those.
Oh, they're the
I need
best.
one. I want to watch that.
Every independent film, bro, ever made. What are you talking about?
Eating pudding? Awesome.
30 minutes of it.
So there's these tickets that you guys have to sell for this event.
It's recommended.
And so
Yeah.
if people go to the Pops website, they need to make sure they click in the box that says unknown and sailing.
Yeah, you skip
Yes.
over the general admission and all the other bands that aren't going to be dressed as cowboys, and you click on Unknown and Sailing.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. You can also write in cowboys as a write-in candidate.
Yes.
I don't know if that works. So, but seriously, in addition to the pandering, you got to sell some tickets.
Yes.
I mean, this is
We
a
do have to-
multifaceted way that you get in here.
Yes.
So,
Now, a band that's playing this Friday night, who he previously mentioned, may have gotten pushed
Slighted,
aside.
we'll say.
They did sell a ton of tickets. I do want to point that out. They're called Birds of Squalor.
We've played with them.
Right.
We
And
played
they're
with them.
playing Pie Day, a Pie Day show.
Oh, yeah. Pie Day's
Friday
coming
night.
up. Yep.
Birds of Squalor, Dracula Johnson, 1781, and Hideous Gentleman at the Conservatory this Friday night. So they're going to redeem themselves.
They better.
Because you'd rather play at the Conservatory than Pointfest. I mean, obviously.
Yeah, it's hot
Clearly.
and sweaty at Pointfest. I don't know why you even want to.
Have you seen the lineup for Point Fest?
I have not. What
We don't even care if we go to Point Fest.
No, seriously, what's the lineup?
It's like
The Urge.
311, Finger 11, 11 Toes. Or, I don't know.
They've got five bands with 11 in the name.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Yeah.
a pretty popular number these days, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the biggest number ever. Like, where do you go after 11?
Couldn't tell you.
It's true.
It's too big.
I can't count that
That's
high.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
None of us can.
There's more than 10.
Yeah.
I do have the urge to go to 11.
No further, though.
This one goes to 11. So, there
Well,
you go.
L is Elohim.
What?
Here we go.
I'm confused.
It truly is. That's where 11 comes from.
Oh, okay. I thought we were talking about Tartaria.
Sort of.
We could get into that.
We're
You
talking
want to?
about gates. We're talking about gates. So gateways, portals, L,
Natalie Portal.
11.
Hollow Earth.
Two
Strange.
sides,
That's a
right?
big
11.
portal.
Strange things.
With an arch. Tartaria.
The golden arch.
Tartaria.
Tartaria.
We've tied it all together with Tartaria.
Hollow Earth.
And it all comes back to one thing, folks. Cowboys and Tartaria.
Yes.
Marklar. All I can say to that is Taylor Swift, Jerry Garcia, Captain Midnight. Does that make sense to you? Because I don't think it does. All right, Unknown and Sailing is our guest. We're spinning off the rails fast because these guys are easy to spin off the rails with. They don't even encourage me to try and keep it together, which is awesome. No, you guys
March
are,
28th, Road to Point Fest,
There it
Session
is.
8. Make sure you get your tickets at Pop's website, which is
Yes.
popsrocks.com.
You could also go to our Facebook page or our Instagram or anywhere else.
Or you can drive by our house and knock on the door, and I'll be there.
It's a long drive, though. Could be a long drive, especially from here.
Yeah. From,
Yes.
A little over 2 hours.
It's worth it.
It is
Yeah,
worth
save
it.
us the drive.
Noah's
Come
so
and pick your
lonely.
tickets up.
Someone please come to Noah's house. He's so lonely.
I'm there all the time.
Can't have a spot of tea. I like your tickets.
Noah will pay you to come get tickets.
How
Okay,
much,
so, like,
man?
you
'Cause,
wanna watch a
I'm looking
movie?
for a job. I'm looking for a side gig, man.
After gas and time horribly spent, it probably doesn't even out. So
Oh, man.
online's probably easier.
Can we? Yeah, can we just do it over the phone? Like
It's gonna be a long phone call, but yeah.
Because he's so lonely.
I need the social. I need the credit card front and back. And
You're paying me.
what? All right.
Wait a minute. He said you would pay me, bro.
I'll reimburse you.
It's a rebate. It's a rebate.
It's a
yeah,
rebate.
it's a rebate.
You pay us to get paid.
Yeah.
You turn in your gas receipt and drive it
Yeah.
down.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh man.
So playing Point Fest is the urge. I think I mentioned that. And Steve Ewing is playing this Friday at Bakers and Hale.
Nice.
He's their lead singer.
There you go. That's right around the corner from my house. Stumbling distance, one would say.
So we got that connection.
What else we got going on Friday?
What else do we got going on? Shea Maryland's is back in action.
I had heard tale. of
And
that.
so Everhart and Light were smart. They went and booked every single Friday for the
Wow.
month. That was a good idea.
That's
No one's down there yet, so
no, yeah, no, that is great. So they're going to be down there every Friday, which means they're down there tomorrow night, 7 to 9 p.m. What else we got? Clover.
I want you to read the one under Shea Maryland's because, here we go with these names, and I have fun listening to him read names. Let's see if he gets it right.
Let's see, Everhart and Light at Shea Maryland, open mic, Clover at Fast Eddie's.
No. It
No?
says Shelby.
Oh, I'm looking at Thursday. I'm sorry, I got the wrong day.
Yeah, you're on the wrong page.
Yeah, I got the wrong day. Here we go. Shelby right back. Shelby right back.
That's it.
Ooh, Shelby right back, folks.
Shelby right back and
Yeah.
the Shakers.
And the Shakers.
And now clue us in as to where they are.
Bubby and Sissies.
So we know what's going on there.
Oh, sure. I'll be right back.
What's going on there?
Well,
This will be a drag show.
Well, and a
10
lot of that
p.m.
transgender fluid. What do we? I don't know. What do we talk about gender fluid? I got it all. Transmission fluid. I don't know what
it is,
I'm
we're
saying
low on
anymore.
it.
All these words are just swirling in my mind. I saw Bubbies and Sissies. She'll be right back. And
Yeah, and so, they're probably dressing up as cowboys because it's kind of the thing to do now.
They'll be dressed up as cowgirls if it's a drag show.
Right?
Or cow people.
True.
Yeah.
Cow pokes,
yeah.
you could say.
Yes.
They'll be well dressed.
Well, what do you call me if I identify as a couch? I don't know myself. I'm asking you.
Probably.
I haven't got off the couch in a week, so I don't know. So that is going. She'll be right back down at Bubby's and Sissy's. That starts at 10 p.m. And then, as you mentioned, Pi Day, which is also going to be Albert Einstein's birthday, I do believe. Happens to be Pi Day. There's several things that fall on that.
Yep. Birds of Squalor, Dracula Johnson, 1781, and Hideous Gentleman from 6 to 11 at the Conservatory. Also on Friday, Ben Morgan, 1:30 at Fast Eddie's, BC Homegrown from 7 to 11 at Fast Eddie's. We just had them on. City Heat at the VFW from 7 to 11. Jay Hollinger at Locke's Brick House from 7 to 10. Synergy at the Moose in Wood River, and Cree Rider up at George's Pub and Grill in Jerseyville, and down at Deutsch Village Inn, Hookie
Monster.
And there's more than one drag show happening Friday.
Well, I hope so. I mean, I would be disappointed.
Dueling drag shows.
Look, it's America. I want choices in my drag show.
There was an event once where they had drag races,
Oh, really?
where they actually
Who can do it
raced.
the fastest?
That's pretty cool. Anyways, this one's called Frisky Friday drag show
I'm feeling frisky already.
with Amazing Grace and Queens at Tegan's in Granite City.
Nice, yeah. Frisky, isn't that like cat food? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but I'm feeling
I
it.
buy Meow Mix.
Meow, 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 meow.
I like the song.
Who doesn't remember that? Was a hit in its day.
Still
I
is.
prefer their older stuff, honestly.
And finish up Granite City. It's Flipside at the Neighborhood Social Club, and Eric Lysot at Bendy's from 7 to 10, and Money Shot at Patrick's in Granite City. So there's your Friday night.
There you go.
There's some stuff happening in Edwardsville, a whole list of stuff, including Tracy Inman Band and
Nice.
Backstage in Edwardsville. What else? Matt Heaton at Holiday Shores Marina Bar from 7 to 10. Butch Moore and Matt Gadigan at the Stagger Inn in Edwardsville, and Rewind at Big Daddy's in Edwardsville. There's a past guest, too. Pigpen, First Things First. Remember him? It's been a while.
Man, it's been a while since we had them on.
That'll be solo acoustic at the Chop House, 1818 Chop House, and another guest, Lanny and Julie at the Moose in Wood River.
See, I don't
Friday
remember
night.
Lanny, but I remember Julie so
Can't
good.
forget Julie.
Take that, Lanny. Ha.
How about Fleetwood family? You ever see them?
I have.
They're gonna be-
I won't say that I know them biblically, but I know them pretty well.
They're going to be at the cabin at Judy Creek and Glen Carbon, and guess what? Jimmy G's putting on a show.
Yeah.
He's
Jimmy G's-
presenting
What's he presenting?
Nikki Lanahan Band.
The Nikki Lanahan Band. All
The
right.
Old Herald.
He just sent me a text where he's doing a show, what is it? With the Four Horsemen, I believe.
Is that a Metallica tribute?
I
Do-
believe
do-
so.
do
That's
the
a
Hatfield.
pos-
I'm not doing Hatfield.
Don't get him started.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be stuck.
Come on, man.
There's a club in Belleville, though. I want to pass on Club 110 in Belleville. They do all originals.
Nice.
And check out this lineup. Datura, Modern Pasta,
Oh, yeah.
and Max Michael.
Oh, man, that'd be a good show there. I like Datura. I
Club
like
110.
Modern Pasta. I don't know if I know Max Michael or not. I'm not sure about that one.
He does the conservatory.
Okay, so I probably do, yeah. But definitely Datura and Modern Pasta are awesome, and I'm sure Max is maximum entertainment. I don't know.
We are talking to Unknown and Sailing, who are going to be playing March 28th, Road-to-Pointfest, Session 8. They will not be alone in this competition, although that would work out good if you were the only band.
That'd
We
work
still
out great.
wouldn't win.
They find a way to stem
So
it.
since you're going to be dressed as cowboys, I'm going to tell you a way that you can do this. Get some blankets. Get some smallpox on the plates. Give them to the bands as gifts in advance.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, it's never been done before.
Nobody's ever thought of that.
Yeah,
That's a
before?
great idea.
That way they'll be
Done
dead
before.
by Point Fest.
Just a little smallpox, not a lot.
Yeah. They'll still pick someone from another session. Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure the Down Bads are a Jimmy G band. Am I right about that? Do you remember, Pigman?
what's that?
The Down Bads?
They
Wasn't
are
that
a Jimmy G band.
right?
indeed,
So I
yeah.
mean, just having Jimmy G in their corner.
What's a Jimmy G band?
Oh man,
Jimmy G.
Jimmy G's
I like
like
his
one
sandwiches.
one of the guys around here that helps out all the up and coming bands, mainly from the Collinsville area.
He's a music teacher up at Swing City, so he ends up teaching a lot of young kids, and then he helps them form bands. And the first time, so he gives my wife bass lessons.
Well, that changes
that's
everything.
That's how I met him, and then he asked me to come see a band one time, Hayes Bond, years and years ago.
Wasn't
and
that in the old bank?
That was at the old vault up in Collinsville. They called it the vault, but it was an old bank. And when I get there, there's 4 bands playing. They're charging $5 to get in, and he's got 5 envelopes, one with each of the band's name and one that's blank. And he takes your $5 and splits it up. He set up the gig. He provided the PA. The place did not smell good. Like, people were eating there. I just couldn't believe it. I don't know what they had. So they had a sewer problem. They did. They had some kind of issue where I couldn't even stay. The band was killing it, and I couldn't even stay because it was like it.
They might have been serving balut.
Whatever it was not good. I was like, are you really going to eat that steak? That is just horrible. But anyway, so but the bands were good. But in the end, I'm talking to the Hayes Bond band. Jimmy set it up. Him and his wife worked the door. He ran sound. He brought all the PA. In the end, he gave them each their envelope and then took the money out of his envelope and split it up between the bands because he's not in it for anything but helping the young bands. So he won my respect that night pretty highly, that you sat in a building that smells of poo and help these young bands and you got nothing from it.
Or balut.
Or maybe you did. I don't know.
It might be worse than poo.
It was not good. Is all I'm going to say.
Don't you want to know what balut is?
I'm just gonna let you roll with it. What is it? Yeah. hit
Okay,
us
so
with it.
it's a delicacy in the Philippines. What it is, it's a half-mature egg that is buried in the ground until it rots. And they love it.
It's like the
You literally
like a
like
century egg.
pull feathers out of the egg when you're opening it up.
Cool.
I mean, everyone knows the best way to make sushi start with rotten fish. The nastier, the better.
I don't know if that's right.
Get it out of the trash can. Seriously, that's how you do it. No, I don't know.
Says I've had the best sushi, but I've thrown up afterwards every time.
Right. Gas station sushi, the best sushi you can get.
Did I mention we're talking to Unknown and Sailing about March 28th? March 28th. Road to Point Fest, Session 8. Last chance to get in on a Road to Point Fest, because after that it's Point Fest.
There's
yeah.
And as Earth Shatters, the Rose Court, Misery, and the Down Bads will be accompanying you guys in this competition for a possible shot at
They don't have a chance.
the side stage at Point Fest.
Not against the Cowboys.
No.
Not against a group of Cowboys, man.
That's right.
And if people want to help, Unknown and Sailing, find them on their socials. Check out Pop's website, get tickets, and show up, which apparently, as we were told by Birds of Squalor, is one of the new things that must happen in order for you to.
And it's not just about,
Get to
they
Point
said
Fest.
that they changed it this year where it's not just about how many tickets you sell. They keep track of how many people show up with your tickets.
Yeah. Yeah.
they were
And-
checking
They were
that
doing
on
that
us
last
Were
year.
they doing that
Yeah.
last year? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's, hey.
And so the winner, Hallison, who were a brand new band, it was like one of their first gigs. They won. And they did have a decent crowd there. I will give them that.
Yeah. So when they first started instituting that, I was just on my way out of not Pops, but in general.
The
You
strip
can't just
club.
sell
He
the
was
tickets,
leaving
but
the
somebody have to
strip
come. We'd have all of our friends walk in with like blow up dolls and be like, we count as 2 people. I'm just saying, there's ways around the system, bro. You have one friend that just keeps walking in, giving them new tickets. Walk back out, come back in with another ticket.
What's the latest on new releases from Unknown and Sailing?
Oh man, we're terrible procrastinators.
We knew that.
Is that the name of the new album, Terrible Procrastinators?
Yeah.
Might as well. What new album?
So you're still promoting your album from 1985.
Yeah. Our album from 1985 is the most recent.
With a big hit, Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Yeah.
Great cover though.
Yeah. I have recordings like, I don't know, in the somewhere from 50 to 75% completed territory.
Right.
We have a bunch of new songs that we've been playing some of our new songs for 2 years now. And then so now the new songs are a year and a half old. We have 20 of those to finish. So we have, I don't know.
There is music to be made.
One of the songs we're playing at Pops is going to come out in August.
August?
That's what it's scheduled to.
That's what they said on the news.
And the other one might come out never. It'll come out.
That's the one I'm looking forward to.
The one that never comes out.
Yeah, I like underground bands. You got to like go to their house to hear their songs.
Yeah, well, that's
I've always been into that.
You guys just come on down to Bourbon.
I will.
And you can listen to all 20 of our new songs.
Don't have to worry about missing a release because it never happens. So it's never less certain.
It will. This year we'll release a 4-song EP, like probably spring, summer.
Okay, so there will be new material at the show, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're just not releasing it. That's a whole bunch of work.
So there's no official release of these new songs, but somewhere there exists copies of these songs that from jam sessions, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever like put those up anywhere where people can just hear what you sound like on a Tuesday night?
No,
not really.
No, all of our demos are just kind of like, if we do jamming and writing, which is like probably 50% of it now, I just go up after the jam and record like the ideas as best I can remember, and then we just keep like rolling with that.
Yeah.
Boy, we got a lot of those tapes.
Yeah, because the hour-long, 2-hour-long jam sessions fill up some hard drives.
Find time to sift through this 20 hours of stuff. There's a golden nugget in there, I know.
It's hard once you've got recording equipment. I mean, why finish stuff? Just keep making new stuff every day.
Yeah, it is.
I
hard.
totally fell into that.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not alone. It's almost like you're kind of related to like our band.
Yeah, it's almost as if.
It's almost as if you're some sort of bastard stepchild.
I've gotten better at that. I used to just, as soon as I had one idea, record it, and I've gotten better about, like, I'll play it with Quaid a couple times to see if it's something
a
we're
good
even gonna
idea.
like.
Yeah.
Well, that's good because he's the drummer.
Yeah, it's pretty important he gets it.
It is very important, and I'm not joking here because you guys don't stick with 4/4 time.
Yes, 'cause everything's 4/4. You count it right.
Yeah, well, that's true. But that's true for most people that'd be watching, they'd be like, "What's happening right now?"
Yeah.
Sometimes.
It might be. Definitely. We like some odd numbers.
Yeah.
We like to put some. I like to put some odd numbers in there, and these guys all suffer with it.
Yeah.
I blocked it out. I don't experience it anymore.
What is time if not an illusion?
The metronome clicks and I play on the beat, and that's about all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Time is just an illusion
That's
unless
exactly
it's perceived. Light is on a wave until it's perceived. I mean,
That's not what the judge at Pointfest is going to say whenever I'm horribly out of time.
Oh no, they're gonna feel it, man. Don't worry. It's gonna be 80 degrees, and that guy's gonna be wearing a sock cap. That's who's judging. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
This is why you
It's
need
what it was
help.
like when I worked at the Point.
You need help that night, and it's very important for people to show up and run around and act super crazy when
Yes.
Unknown and Sailing is on the stage.
Yes.
You
Somebody
know,
should dress like
200 or
a
300
chicken.
people should be plenty.
Yeah, 200 or 300 people. I think we're gonna get some hay and maybe some barrels and a couple of horses. We're gonna have barrel racing, mosh pits.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Have some barrel girls
Yeah.
dancing around the
I think
stage.
we're having,
We'll be doing branding.
a duel, shootout duel at midnight. Right as the clock strikes midnight.
10
Yeah.
paces? That
Yeah,
kind
only
of deal.
10.
Nice.
We don't mess with 11, and I don't know what would be after 11 anyway.
Well, if you want to win the Road to Point Fest, you better make it 11 paces. I'm going to tell you right now, from what I heard about the lineup, that's the magic number. You should play 11 songs in your set. They should all be 11 minutes long. And at the
So
11th hour, you might pull it out. I don't know.
That's Unknown and Sailing, March 28th, Road to Point Fest, Pops in Sauget. Get your tickets now. It won't be St. Patrick's Day.
Just feel
so you
free
know.
to come dressed as a cowpoke.
Or a leprechaun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dress
or
up.
St.
Dress
No,
up.
not a leprechaun.
No?
No.
No.
Dang
Cowboy.
Unless you're a, I mean,
How about an
Cowboy,
you
Irish,
can come as a
green
green
cowboy
cowboy.
would be great.
an Irish cowboy?
I'm an emerald cowboy.
I was trying to do a segue.
cowboy.
Segue.
Yeah, I was trying to segue into, like, this weekend,
Sorry for the hard stop.
which is
No leprechauns.
the downtown pub crawl
Oh, yeah.
and St. Patty's party. And Doppelganger's playing. So that'll be cool. It'll be like a band that looks like another band.
They also want you to come dressed as cowpokes.
Irish cowpoke.
That'll be at the Firehouse, which is like a 25th anniversary.
Nice.
That's crazy. It doesn't seem like
That
that
does
place
not
has
seem
been
like
there
that.
that
Yeah,
long.
that. Yeah. Seems like
Anyways.
only yesterday it was just a firehouse.
Maybe that's just a promotion. Bands are into promotions, I've heard, recently.
Some of them. Well,
Yeah.
most of them aren't.
Graham Pagano is going to be playing on St. Patrick's Day. That's an Irish name, if I've ever heard one.
That's an Irish name.
He's playing
Mr.
at,
Pagano.
playing at
Come on
Bossa
over
Nova.
then.
He's playing at Bossa Nova from 4 to 7 after playing Deutz the night before. And you know they go late at Deutz.
Oh, yeah, man. He's going to
Graham
be hurting.
Pagano's going to be limping along at Bossa
Yeah.
Nova. So I suggest go across the street and see Psychedelic Symphony from 3 to 5 at
Yeah, that's the warm-up gig before you walk across the street to Bossa Nova to catch old Stewie Pantega or Graham Pagano, whatever his name is.
And guess who's back on Saturday night?
Is it She'll Be Right Back?
That's right. So they got 2 shows at Bubby and Sissy's Saturday.
Nice.
Scott Brady, 3 to 6.
From
They
the
wrote
Brady
a bill.
Bill. Remember
yeah,
the Brady
they wrote
Bill?
a bill about him. Right?
No,
And then
you're done.
Shelby.
Remember the Brady Bunch?
Yeah, I remember the bunch.
Yeah.
I know the bunch, not the bill.
Of course, Shelby right back in the Shakers at 10 o'clock. Bubby and Sissy's on Saturday. So.
There you go.
Man, they got gigs on Monday this weekend because that's actual St. Patrick's Day.
Ah,
You don't get many Monday gigs. Billy Nelson's going to be down at Chico's.
Oh, they're
on Saturday.
crazy.
Yeah.
Those guys are crazy.
Those guys are crazy.
You wouldn't want to be a Spilly Nelson, or maybe you would. Leadfoot's going to be at Baker's and Hale on Saturday. The Retro Nerd's going to be down at the Pump House in Wood River. Porch Cafe is going to be at the Franchise in Wood River. Flip the Frog going to be at the Refinery Bar in Wood River. It sounds like a Wood River party to
and
me.
Flip the Frog has not Jodie Foster.
Close enough. We call him
Jody
Jody
Grinder.
every time he's on. So.
Jodie Grinder, I believe,
Yeah.
is back in the lineup there. Jodie
Right.
Foster too. It's crazy.
Tracy Inman Band at the Tri-County Rod and Gun
Nice.
Club in Brighton on
Nice.
Saturday. Levi Tucker at George's Pub and Grill. Kickstart at the Hog Pit. They're starting to fire it up in Grafton. Rum Boogie going to be in Grafton at the Grafton Winery. And there it is, Big Ben. The Irish Shanty Singing by Alan Black from 1 to 3 at Aries and Grafton. Alan Black is totally an Irish name.
That does not sound Irish in any way, shape, or form. I'm just going to call it out right now and say Alan Black. Alan O'Blacko.
Also happening on Saturday,
Alan Black.
Midnight Train at Deutz, Village Inn and Pontoon Beach, and at the Mill, it's Slow Ride. Who's that a tribute to?
It's got to be some fog hat right
All
there.
right, that's good. How about the Nightmare?
That's got to be Alice
That could be a
Cooper,
lot
right?
of bands. That could be a lot of bands.
That's Steven.
Avenged Sevenfold.
We won't. Yeah.
It's Avenged Sevenfold.
Tribute band. They're still kicking.
They'll be dressed up as Alice Cooper. So that's happening at the Mill. And there you go. Some stuff happening on Saturday. And I didn't get to Edwardsville, where they're having wrestling on Saturday. And that's the Cottage Hills Wrestling Alliance. One of our favorites, Pigpen. 7 o'clock at the Legion in Edwardsville. Head East doing 2 shows at the Wild E. Go ahead and tell your Head East story, Pigpen.
Well, see, yeah, I was actually when you mentioned Foghat earlier, I thought, I worked with those guys, and here's another one, Head East. But I'm not going to tell any stories on any of these guys. They might be local. They might want to beat me up.
I install security systems for ADT, and I installed a security system for a guy that played guitar for Head East.
You should go to their website and see the list
The
of
lineup
people
that they've had.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's like,
It's insane.
I was like sitting there looking at it. I was like, which one of these guys is you?
It's like
I
25
was
guys.
with them from December of '84 to November of '84.
Yeah.
That when I worked with him, the keyboard player was the only original player. The rest of them were like barely older than me at the time.
And that's the one he had a run-in with.
And I did have a bit of a. Well, he was.
But
missing,
you had a good reason.
He was missing the keys. His keyboard was old, and there were some keys missing. And I'm like setting up on stage, and I'm like, "What do you do if you need to play that note?" He goes, "I skip it." And I'm like, "You are a professional." But there was another situation where we might have taken some liquor to our backstage area that was upstairs out of their backstage area. I don't know what happened. It turned into a big mess for those guys.
So also on Saturday, Midwest Avenue out in Holiday Shores at the Marina Bar, the Skylark Brothers at Sam's Last Chance Saloon right across from the Wild E. Alice in Reverse going to be across the parking lot from the Wild E at the backstage. In Edwardsville, the Strangers around the corner at Big Daddy's, and Dustin Coleman right next door to Big Daddy's at the Foundry Public House from 2 to 5. And let's see, Whiskey Revival at the Cabin at Judy Creek and Glen Carbon. Hey, Road-to-Pointfest session number 6. You know any of these guys? Everfelt, Omissions, Split 66, Sacred Buzz, and check it out, Pigpen, Tree 14. They've been on the show.
Yeah, I know those fellers, but
I've
I
heard
don't
of
know
them. The rest
I
of
have
them
never heard of any of
You
those
guys
bands.
should have been in that group. We've never even heard of it.
We should have been in that band.
You should have been
Probably.
in session 6 with a bunch of unknowns. Yeah. 314 is the only one I know out of this group.
You could have went sailing with them.
Yeah.
All those unknowns.
Yeah.
Little dad joke.
Little joke there. Yeah, so there you go. That's Road to Pointfest Session 6. That's this Saturday. What else we got Saturday? We got B&B Strings.
That's right.
Okay, that's it. Sorry, it stopped me. I'm like, B&B Strings. I feel like I'm going to go in there and buy something.
I mean,
it sounds more like a store than a band. I don't know
The
why.
list gets insane.
I thought that was a sponsor.
The list gets insane. Way out in the outskirts on Saturday. Everybody's having a St. Patrick's party, so swing by cottonmouth.org and get caught up. I do want to mention, though, I told you about that Club 110 in Belleville, and I know you guys have played with some of these bands. Raise the Alarms. Hallison, that's a band that just won. Last time down, and Peace Among Worms. That's right. That's an Unknown in Sailing and Peace Among Worms show.
Peace Among Worms.
That's Club 110
That's a
in
good name.
Belleville.
It is.
It's made me think. That's a thinking man's name.
Are we all worms?
We could be.
Would you have me on the radio if I was a worm?
Worm people.
I am but a worm.
People.
Another
Make a
interesting
worm.
original show on Saturday is over at the Shamrock in St. Louis. They do original bands, and Nico, the band's going to be over there.
Nice.
From this side, right? Some other bands playing, including Inner City Witches, St. Clair, and Jeff Coe. They're probably from Jeffco, more likely.
I don't think so.
And then on Sunday, one super fun variety drag show is happening
Okay.
at Bubby and Sissy's.
What makes it variety?
What's a variety?
I don't know.
I'm hoping all ages.
Everybody better show up to see what the variety is.
It sounds funny, but my daughter, who's only 16, has been wanting to go see a drag show. And it's hard to find an all-ages drag show to take her to.
Here's a gig on Sunday, Pigpen. I've been wanting you to read this band, but you've either been out of town or something every time I have them on the list. But I want you to look down there and see who's playing at Cat Daddy's on Sunday. Give me that name, because that's a fun one.
Waffle House Fight Club. All right, that's a good name. Waffle House Fight Club. That's a good one, man.
2 to 5. Cat
Been
Daddy's.
there. Been there, done that.
That's not just a name, that's a story.
That is a story.
It's a lifestyle. Yeah.
Got the open mic out at the VFW Farm in Brighton on Sunday.
Hold on. I got to ask you guys before we move any farther. Do you know the first rule of Waffle House Fight Club? No outside food. You gotta make a living, man. You gotta keep the lights on here.
And as I mentioned, Pigpen, it goes into Monday this weekend.
Yeah.
So if you look down at Monday, which look at the list there: Ben Morgan at Fast Eddie's, kickoff event, Always Late TV Movie Awards at the Post Common. We got a party with Money Shot at Deutz, Scott Marlin and at Big Daddy's, Mike Sonderreger going to be at the Global Brew in Edwardsville, and the band Feel
Nice.
is playing at Delmar Hall.
Oh, good
On
for
Monday.
them, man. That's one of my favorite rooms in the area, man. Delmar Hall's nice.
And I skipped through that list, so there's a lot more
did?
going on.
And you know, there's only out of all of them, though, there's one I want to mention, and
Okay.
it's happening right now.
Unknown and
Gruen-
Sailing. Oh, wait.
Kevin Gruen is up at George's local pub and grill, and the only reason I bring this up is happening right now. The reason I bring it up is because you said,
Yeah.
not Amy Lee, Ruby Lee, Amy Lee. You said Ruby Lee.
Yeah, I think it was last Saturday at Sneaky's Bar and Grill, or Sneaky's Burgers
Sneaky Burger
in Edwardsville. Ruby Lee and her family showed up to support Kevin Gruen.
Nice,
Local
man.
artist. Kevin does a great job of getting out there and getting his name around. He plays like 3 or 4 times every weekend.
But with a name like Gruen.
And I seen his band play Road-to-Pointfest. They were the last band to play.
What was
Kevin
the band?
Gruen and the Conscious, what is it?
Collective Conscious.
Collective
I believe.
Conscious.
I think it was Conscientious Objectors.
Yes, that's it.
So have you ever? And Kevin is your cousin.
That's my cousin.
That's right.
You danged old Gruens are everywhere, ain't you?
Yeah, we're all over the place.
Not many pizzas though around.
No, not many PZs.
BZs.
Not many of us, whenever you get to make up your own last name and just decide how it's pronounced and live it by yourselves.
Oh, that was Ellis Island all day long. They're just
exactly.
making up last names for people.
They had just had somebody come in who was like Pouze, and they're like, no. We can't have 2 people with the same last names on the same day. It's impossible.
Well, let's make the pronunciation not so much Z's, more of an S, maybe. I don't know. How would you say that? Don't say it. Don't
Pronounce it. Don't look
say
into it. Don't know who I am.
You just keep saying it the same, but we're going to put these letters in here that don't make sense.
We are talking to Unknown and Sailing. They are playing a Road to Point Fest session number 8, March 28th at Pops in Sauget, which is on A Street. No, maybe not.
It's right by the strip club.
The
Just
numerology.
step off the interstate.
Everybody knows where Pops is.
So there's a heavy rumor with this band too that after all the fans have been waiting that in August there's finally going to be a release.
That's a heavy rumor.
Yeah, it's a heavy,
Allegedly. That's why I'm breaking today.
That one's for sure. It's the only one that's for sure.
well.
So you guys interested in playing Rock the Hops?
We'll
just,
rock.
Just asking.
We'll rock, we'll hop,
yeah.
we'll jump
Because-
around, we'll do whatever you want us to.
Yeah.
Because now's the time.
A free beer.
Now's the time to go to rockthehops.com and submit yourselves to them.
What is it? I don't.
Rock the Hops is a giant party we have here in Alton.
Yeah, we're down. We'll do it.
I love a giant party.
It's all about the brews
I'm down.
And the music.
Say
You
less.
hear him out.
Yeah.
By giant party, he means that's a party that giants come to. It's
Oh yeah,
kind of scary.
Tartarians. Yeah,
And we come full circle.
Nephilims, and
Hollow Earth.
Moment.
when you had to build the ark to get rid of all of them.
Yeah.
That thing.
I didn't let him on.
So that's good.
I didn't
That's
let
good.
'em on.
Apparently they were tall enough
They
to
did,
survive,
yeah.
but
It was just they just wore their high water pants and they were all right.
But it's August 9th, Rock the Hops, and they are looking for venues and artists. And they're selling early bird tickets. But the main thing is they're looking for artists. They're looking for artists.
You think
They're
they'd be
looking-
interested in a venue in Bourbon?
Park all the way.
So, yeah.
They're looking for artists. I wonder if the Doubted would want to play that.
That Silver Material would love to.
Oh, they'll probably play
I
it. They
imagine
will.
they are. I was going to say, I imagine they are.
Yeah, we'll do it.
They're usually in
We'll
on
sign
it.
up.
It's a.
You keep saying we'll do it like it's an offer.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Usually there's
We'll do
like
it.
about a
No, we're
dozen
doing it.
venues.
We'll do it. They're
and
listening.
A dozen venues or so
We'll
with
accept.
multiple bands, mainly playing original music. So it's
Good time. It's mainly in the afternoon, too, so you're done by, 7, 8 o'clock, right?
Yeah, I can. Last time I was there, I still saw Murder, She Wrote. I was home in time to get some Angela. That's joke's too old for you kids.
Right over my head.
Yeah, you kids and your newfangled gadgets. It must be hard growing up in this time and age with all the different streaming services coming up every day. I envy you kids.
Yeah, so Rock the Hops, if you're listening. I know we're in demand, but we'll come play if you really want us to.
Yeah, we'll be there.
accept,
Don't worry. Don't worry, we'll be there. We accept your offer. Rock
I
the
know
Hops.
where you're going to be March 28th. Have I mentioned that you guys will be at Pops and Sauget for Road-to-Pointfest
I don't
session?
think you have.
We're gonna rock the Pops.
I heard that they will be dressed up as leprechauns.
Yes.
No.
That's
No.
misleading. Green Cowboys is not the same thing as leprechauns.
Yeah.
A little bit different.
The other bands are just
Green
gonna be green with
Cowboys.
envy. How good we are.
I don't know. The Down Bads is part of this lineup, so those guys are pretty good, aren't
they rock?
Pigpen?
They are dressing as red leprechauns. So you blue cowboys are going to meet the red leprechauns.
I don't know. I heard some inside information that Pops was only going to let a band win if they dressed as cowboys, because it's cowboy night at Pops.
It is. That's what I
Yeah.
heard.
Yeah.
Kind of every night's cowboy night.
Yeah,
at Pops,
so I mean,
get
I
it.
think the other band should come dressed as cowboys too.
Every last Saturday
Oh,
in
now,
March
that
is
would
Cowboy
be,
Night.
if you could get every band to dress up as cowboys and on a night, that would be fun.
I think
I
if we got all the other bands to dress up as cowboys and then we didn't, I think that'd be even funnier.
You guys are weird.
Yeah.
I like the first idea, and that is all three of you in one sock.
Oh, 4. Quaid has to be in there.
Oh, 4.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't.
That'd be hard to
we
get the
could
drums
be
in there, but-
Cowboys in one sock as well. So
Okay.
Oh no!
just
Don't
How
keep
you
that in
gonna
mind.
get-
We could all be in one sock.
How do you get the drums in there?
Big sock.
Big sock.
Please
Very
don't
big.
do
Little
that. though.
drums.
The name of my biography is Cowboys in a Sock.
Cowboys in a sock.
It's my life story.
Ours
though.
is going to be sock around a cowboy.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be a sock hop. Remember those?
So rock the hop.
We're the original
rock the
Cowboys
hops.
in a Sock.
Sock
Pops.
Well, if you're the original Cowboys in a Sock, we're the new original Cowboys in a Sock. Oh, this could go on all day. We could argue
It could.
semantics all night.
I'm a little
But
cowboy in a
We are
sock.
52 minutes in, Pig.
And these gentlemen have a long ride home, so, I want to thank you all for making the ride. I want to say to Quaid one more time, I know we've had our problems in the past, but the fact that you couldn't get over it and just swallow your pride and come down and be on the show, just because I left you
Wait a
high and
minute,
dry
he
at prom all
swallowed?
those years ago. I left you
I
standing
didn't-
at prom all by yourself.
I didn't know Quaid swallows. I mean,
Only
pride.
his pride.
Okay.
I've been to his internet site. I don't want to comment on it. All I'm going to say is scrub your browser if you go there. It has got stuff on it you don't want people knowing you saw it.
It's only cowboys if you want to look it up.
QuaidCowboy.com. Anyway,
I
no,
figured he was hoarse, couldn't talk, so that's why he didn't show up.
He is a horse.
Yeah, he is a horse.
He's not a horse. He just is one.
Of course.
So will you Cowboys be riding your drummer at the
No,
show?
we'll be wrangling him.
March 28th
Wrangling him.
at Pops and Sauget.
Yeah.
where you need to get tickets and show up for these guys?
At popsrocks.com and click on the unknown and sailing box, probably. Something
Right.
along those lines.
Yes.
And come in cowboy boots and a cowboy hat.
That's
One
right.
sock.
So if Quaid can learn to do a little lasso and kind of hop out on stage, be like, "Howdy, Ramblers!"
What do you mean learn? He knows how.
That's how he shows up to practice.
Oh, I've been to his website. I've seen once again.
Well, if you can sell some tickets, I was at your sister's wedding, and there were a lot of people in cowboy hats. And I'm just saying,
that's our fan base usually.
right? So
We appeal.
this could be true, actually.
I'm going to take a guess, and you tell me exactly how wrong I am, but I'm going to guess your fan base is actually non-cowboys in cowboy hats.
You'd be wrong.
Guys who
Incorrect again.
Guys who have never actually wrangled a doggy. Or poked a cow, or whatever it takes to be a cowboy.
Whatever it takes to be a cowpoke. Yeah, I guess it'd probably be, if you don't know our music, you are going to come and see music that cowboys traditionally wouldn't be playing.
That's
Yes.
true.
Or would like.
Or would have ever heard in the cowboy time. Didn't
Yeah.
exist.
Because there's distortion.
Well, you
Yeah.
know, but if they had distortion cowboys, would have used it.
Yeah.
You
Electric
know,
cowboy.
I mean,
Also, if you like
Unfortunately, Ike
serious,
Turner hadn't come around yet, because Ike Turner invented distortion. He's from East St. Louis, too.
Everything cool happens here.
That's right.
We play. That's what happens.
I think Ike Turner's coming out. He told us he would be dressed in a cowboy hat.
That would be sweet.
be awesome. Riding Tina Turner the whole way. Oh, man. Tina Turner in Thunderdome, wasn't that hot? Again, before your time, what?
Yeah.
Mad Max? Oh, man. You guys are so young.
Yeah.
You and your stupid YouTube.
March 28th is not far away.
No,
2
it's
weeks.
Uh-oh.
2 weeks
Session
from
8.
tomorrow.
Is that Friday or Saturday?
Friday.
Friday. Most of them are Fridays, but I think this weekend's Saturday for some reason. Okay.
Just keeping it fresh, that's all.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey,
We'll get a hold of the down bads and make sure they're in their cowboy outfits.
Just get a hold of them and tell them not to show up, and then try and do the same for the other bands.
There was a band that didn't show up the last one I was at.
Really?
Yeah, I kept standing there waiting, and everybody tore down the stage and left, and I kept standing there waiting.
You just now left to come do this interview.
I did.
You waited the whole time.
So disappointed.
56 hours later.
Hey, don't forget to check out Birds of Squalor on Pi Day.
yeah, absolutely. That's down at the conservatory, correct?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Hideous Gentleman, too.
It'd be pretty cool if you went to that show dressed as a cowboy, too.
I'm
I
going-
think we could all agree on that.
I'm going dressed as a pie.
Cow pie.
A cow pie.
1781. I seen those guys at Road-to-Pointfest. They were out supporting Birds of Squalor. So big shout out to the 1781 band that was named after Shop and Save, number 1781.
That's not what I would have guessed.
Yeah, they all worked at Shop and Save, and it happened to be store number 1781. So they, and they were Googling names, and they were all taken. So,
Yeah.
pretty much you got to put a number, or a number in your name, or like be a symbol like
Is
Prince.
there
An
anything
ampersand.
historically significant in
1781.
I mean, I'm sure there's something, but
Oh, the Great War of 1781.
yeah.
Yeah, look it up, man.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's all Britney Spears, Jerry Garcia, Captain Midnight stuff, man. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
Yeah. Anything to do with Britney Spears, I know all about it.
I meant to say Taylor Swift. I hate Britney Spears. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't be talking about my girl Britney like that.
Oh, yeah,
leave her
dude! The
alone.
second she dropped that baby and said, "Oops, I did it again," she had me. She had me by the heart. I saw her put her cigarette out on her kid's head once, and I'm like, I am in love with that chick. Like, and she's a commodity. Let's just say she's not even. She was never treated as a human. She's a commodity.
You know what's awesome? This show, which I guess it was a show, but it was brought to you by Halpin Music Company. They let us do this.
Yeah, they just.
And so does the super sexy Matt Van Voorhis. He will be dressed in his cowboy outfit.
He better be.
He usually is every night.
He's a big Toy Story fan. So
I dress as Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah. I go everywhere with it.
I get buzzed.
Glass bowl over my head.
he said Woody. Oh, wait, no one did.
I was just thinking that, bro. I love it when he reads my mind. Anyway, all right, well, hey, thanks for driving, and best of luck to you at getting this release out. And you know, I'm looking forward to not just the August single drop, but the EP. Even though I truly prefer a full release, I will take the EP. But you boys, you got recording equipment. Come on, quit holding out on us, man. You know, seriously, get it together.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't care not to do that. It's great.
No, the thing is, you're completely right. And,
Yeah.
there's nothing we could. There's no
Excuse.
excuse
There's
to
no
give.
excuse.
Yeah. The excuses to not do it are as strong as the excuses to do it. So, you just sit there in limbo as long as you want, bro. Everybody get out on March 28th.
We're playing new songs.
New songs.
We're gonna put them out someday.
Yeah, and you know, we're playing this back at a new time tonight, so I want to invite people that are tuned in after the Illini game to join us every Thursday night at 6 o'clock. That's our normal start time, thanks to Halpin Music Company and Mr. Matt Van Sexy. Moore's wearing some Woody outfit.
Woody wears Woody outfit. So there. Hey, thanks to Unknown and Sailing, as Dennis said. Thanks to our sponsors. Thanks to all of you. And again, if any of you are newcomers because you happened along after the game, this celebration of stupidity happens every Thursday night, usually from 6 to 9 p.m. Come join us, and whatever it is you're going to do, get out there and support local music and art.